Hey everybody, it's Devin Morgan here again, and I wanted to make a video to go over troubleshooting some common issues that come up when using CoWriter and Snap and Read. Now, the first issue that a student may encounter is that they have not been invited to use CoWriter and Snap and Read. So how you can tell that happens is that when they download and install it for the first time, they have to click sign in. And when they sign into their Google account, if they have been invited, then they'll just receive a prompt that says accept invitation. But if they haven't been invited, after they click their Google account to sign in, a screen will come up that says I'm an educator, I'm a student, and then a third option. So if there's three options there, that means that that student hasn't been invited. And if a student hasn't been invited, you should just go ahead and watch that inviting students video that I made, and that shows you exactly how to invite a student. The next issue that may come across, and the most common issue, is that the co-writer and snap and read icons do not appear on a student's extension bar. So if we go ahead and, as you notice, I have these little red dots on both of them, and that just means that I haven't signed into my account yet. Once I sign in, then they'll still be gray until I toggle them on or toggle them off, then they'll turn blue. But anyways, a lot of times these don't show up and you can't use it if they don't show up. So the first thing that I always do to check is that I click these three dots here, the custom controls. And once you go to the control settings, sometimes it'll say co-writer or snap and read needs to be updated. It generally updates on its own, but sometimes for whatever reason, you have to just click the button that says, okay, update them. And then they'll update, and then they should be able to be viewed on this bar, and then you can toggle them on or off. So that's the first thing I try. And if that is not an option, or you don't see anything here that says update, sometimes they have been disabled. I'm not really sure why that happens, but every once in a while, usually it's only one, either co-writer or snap and read, that's been disabled for some reason. And so what the best thing to do is to go ahead and you go to the Chrome Web Store site where you downloaded it. And as I mentioned in my previous videos, I made bit.lys to make it easier to go to those. So let's say we want to do co-writer. I go to bit.ly/scusd write, and that will take me to the co-writer. And if it's been disabled, there'll be a little screen right here around the center of the tab that says co-writer has been disabled, and then you just click enable co-writer, and then it'll show up here. Okay, now sometimes even if it's not there and it doesn't give you the prompt to enable it, what I've found every once in a while that students have to do is that they have to remove it from Chrome. Basically, you uninstall it, and then once you do that, you should click the add to Chrome, and then it reinstalls. And generally, that's always solved the problem in my experience. So depending on which one is missing, if it's co-writer or snap and read, you just go to that web store page. You can use the bit.ly, or you can go to the link from the teacher T, but only teachers have access to that. So I recommend using the bit.ly, and then they just need to uninstall and reinstall the extension, and that'll pretty much solve most common issues. Hope that helps.